out naturally. Try it without it.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to give all honors to God. I want to thank God for His mercy and His grace. I want to thank God for putting Pastor T and Pastor Gregory into my life. I'm not a member or at the New Beginning Ministry, but Teresa is my mentor, and I just love her so much. She's been a prime example for me for many, many years, you know. She always gave me hope when I was always feeling down. She always believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself, and that means a lot to me today. So I'm going to tell you my story, and I am a miracle today because I stand here to tell you that I come from a family that was very dysfunctional. My dad was totally an alcoholic, and my mom was being abused by my dad the whole time as I grew up. But my dad used to always tell me that I was going to never be anything.
Been there.
He always told me that I was a troublemaker, and I believed those things for a long period of time. I was going to be, I believed that. I instilled that in my life. So as time went by, you know, when my dad was telling me that I was never going to be anything, I really believed that. So since I was never going to be anything, I transferred myself to the streets, and I went to drugs and alcohol, you know. And I used drugs and alcohol for over 25 years, you know. I started young at the age of 20, and I started with marijuana and alcohol. So I used that as a corrupt at the time because I didn't know, but I drank because I needed to build my self-esteem up. My dad told me I had low self-esteem, I wasn't going to be anything. I was a troublemaker, so I drank to make trouble to people. You know?
Wow.
As time went by, you know, I watched my mom be abused my whole life. I watched her rifle get pulled on. I watched her get knocked downstairs. And that was a pattern for me, too, because all my life I picked all the men that was going to beat the hell out of me, beat the hell out of me, beat the hell out of me.
Wow.
You know, and I thought that was the right kind of man for me.
Wow.
You know. So as time went by, I graduated higher, and I went to crack cocaine, and it stole my whole life. I lost my family, I lost my kids, I lost my mind, I lost my soul, I lost everything. But that's okay. You know, I lost all hope. I didn't believe anymore. And when I got into that addiction so badly that it was so bad where I wasn't going to come out of it. I didn't know how to come out of it, but let me back up a little bit. I was raised up in the church, and I knew there was always a God. Amen. But I couldn't grasp Him during my addiction because my addiction was so powerful. Jesus. You know, I kept saying, God, I want to quit. I want to quit. But I didn't quit. It was just, I just wanted to quit for that moment. Okay, if you just give me one more chance, I won't do it no more.
Been there.
Okay? If He gave me that one more chance and I did it again. I had another chance and I did it again. You know, I was just plain out hopeless. You know, wait a minute. I also was a people pleaser. You know, I used to always want to please other people and never thought about myself. I didn't even know how to love myself no more. You know, if I could do everything for you to keep you liking me or whatever, I did it. You know, and that would end up hurting in the long run.
Yeah.
You know, I just never would have made it today. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't from God. You know, so it took all those years and stuff. But I'm going to just go a little faster. The struggles that I had in my life, the drugs that I used all my life, nothing that God would not do, but you have to be ready.
Yeah.
You have to at least take a step. I didn't know how to surrender for a long time, but eventually I said, one day, God, I know I'm going to get this. And my oldest son, he always saw hope in me when my other two kids, and it's like, we just sick of you, you know. And that's okay. They had the right to be sick of me. My oldest son said, Mom, one day we're going to get it together. I truly believe that, but I didn't know when that day was going to come. I was like, boy, I'm not going to make it. This drugs and alcohol is going to kill me. I'm standing here today to tell y'all I am a miracle.
Yeah.
Because I did too much drugs and I just knew every time I did it, I felt like I was about to die, and I wasn't going to make it home to my kids. You know, I isolated. That means I stayed in my own apartment. I didn't call my sisters. I didn't talk to nobody. I talked to the drugs. That was the most important thing in my life. And as I stand here today, I say, God, thank you.
Yes, Lord.
Thank you for finally letting me reach that time where I could change my life. You know, so I say, look where I'm at today, right here in the Bahamas. I've never been on a cruise. First cruise. I've never been on a cruise. When Teresa asked me, I think I paid my first payment in full. I said, take it, you know, because I know I ain't got to give all shit. You can make payments. You can have had all of it right now. Right. But, yep. So so it's just been, you know, my life has been so much better. So I've been clean 4 years.
All right. You know, then as I got clean, I actually went into working for a treatment center to help other women. That's right. I did that for 2 years, but I moved on from that. I got a little stressed out, but that's okay. God put me in a place. Just as Teresa would tell me, sometimes you're just there for that season.
Right. Yes.
You know, I was working third shift, and I was dealing with women just like me, you know. And my goal was to do the service work because somebody did it for me. They walked me through the process. Because I wanted to give up. In January 2019, they shot and killed my nephew, my sister's son. And that was the time that I say, this is a good time to drink again.
Jesus.
You know? And I remember I was in a treatment center then, and the lady said, you can go to the funeral, but you can't go no further than that. I said, well, I got to go to the repast, because that's where all the family going to be. Right. She said, that's where all the alcohol going to be, and all the other stuff going to be, and you're going to use. And I looked at her like, girl, back, because, you know, I had my own thinking, and my own thinking always got me messed up. Yeah, tell her. I told her, I said, girl, I'm not going to do none of that. She said, well, I tell you what, we're going to let you go. But they took 2 people that was in sobriety to walk me side by side. I had a time. I can go to my nephew's funeral. I had to leave the treatment center at 8. Had to be back by 4. They said if you're a minute late, you couldn't come. You couldn't come back in. But one thing I like about it's called the Edna House for Women, and I love that place, and I still stand with them today. And I give back. I go there. I take women to meetings. I listen to this what they need help in. I do it all. Live the life like I lived, and I got sober. If I just sit back and don't do nothing and don't help nobody else, that's not good. You know, you got to give back. Yes. You know, you got to help somebody else. You know, so helping a woman is telling them that how many times I tried to go in the treatment center, 18, 25 times, and still couldn't get sober. That's because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. But my last high, I was ready. I said before girlfriends of mine, which I thought was girlfriends of mine, but they wasn't. We just wanted to use together. And when it was all gone, everybody angry, we pissed off, we cussing each other out. And how can we get the next one? That was the most important thing. But I asked God, if you get me out of this one, please, Lord, get me out of this last one. I will not come back. I will make that change. The change that I thought I could never do. So if you think you can't get out of something, or you think it's too hard, you better keep trying over and over again. I am that miracle. I am that miracle. Amen. You know, so don't ever give up, because a lot of times I did. You know, I just wanted to lay in the streets and die. Who walks the streets all night? Who do this? Me. Everything I did under the sun, you know? But it's okay. I'm here to tell you my story. I am that miracle. When nobody else saw nothing in me, that was okay. One day I saw something in myself. I know that. So today I can tell you I love myself. That's going to abuse me. Say that. Today I can tell you I'm a little lonely sometimes, but that's okay. I don't want just any man, but I'm looking for one.
He gonna find you.
I looked for one. I found the wrong person, so I'm just gonna wait on God.
That's right.
But am I perfect?
No.
No, I'm not.